The slope of the line is often described as rise over run, and it's notated by the letter M. So M is the slope, which is rise over run. And what we mean by rise is how far we have to rise up to get from point to point, and also by run, the same idea. So let's just plot 2 points and figure out what the slope is. So let's say I've got a point here, and I have a point, let's say here. So what I'm going to do is say that here's a line. I'm going to try to draw that straight as possible. But say here's a line, and I want to move from this point to this point. So what I must do is I have to figure out how much first I had to rise up. So I've got, from here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 units up. Okay. And since it's the positive direction, meaning an up direction, we write it as a positive number, which is 4. Now, to get over to the next point, we have to move to the left. It looks like 2 units. Okay, so our run is 2, but notice, in this direction, it means that we're going in a negative direction along the x-axis. So we must make this as a negative 2. So we have 4 divided by negative 2, which is simply negative 2. Now, so you're asking, well, what's the difference between negative 4 divided by negative 2? It's not really any difference. It's just basically how you move from one point to the other. If we wanted to, we could go ahead and start at this point here and move. It doesn't matter where you start, just as long as you get the signs and the directions correct. So let's say we're starting here, and we have to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So yes, we moved 4 units, but notice the rise was in a negative direction. So we could say that our M was negative 4, which is our rise, so we went into the negative direction, and then from there we have to move over to the right 2 units. And notice it's in the positive direction of x. So if it's in a positive direction, then that means it's going to be a positive 2. So negative 4 divided by 2 is still negative 2. So notice these two numbers are equal. It doesn't matter where we start and where we end. We just have to make sure, once again, that we have the directions right on how we're actually moving from one point to another.